expecting you, Spanky. You here to see if I'm still in town?
More like seeing what you left behind. Why are you still here? More on your agenda than just divorcing me?
I didn't ask for a dime. You should be doing a victory dance with your new Zakaran squeeze.
You know perfectly well he repulses me. And if you have any guilt at all over the way you've treated me, you'd help me.
If you're looking for me to be the guy who makes your new man jealous, you can forget it. For a woman who seems to want me gone, you're grabbing at straws to keep me here.
This is a giant waste of time.
You just had major surgery.
Yeah, and I'm fine. Look at me. I'm the picture of health, right?
You did not hear yourself breathing last night. It didn't sound right. It was probably too soon for you to go to Sonny's party for Christina the night that you were released.
Hey, actually, I happen to like last night a lot, okay? Oh, right, the ring. You don't wear it around other people. But yeah, what's going on? You doing like double shifts now or something?
Well, the department's down 2 detectives. Well, they will be until Lucky comes back.
So you follow me around or something? I already told you everything I know about what happened.
I am not here on your case. I'm on another case waiting on an autopsy result.
Who's your corpse?
You're on medical leave. This doesn't concern you.
Well done.
What?
That was your best night's sleep since you got here.
Oh, good. Now I can go home.
Not until your fever's gone and the threat of infection has passed. But I do have a good bit of news to share with you. It might lift your spirits. Crazy bitch is dead. Lisa's body showed up last night.
But you already told me she was dead. How could you know before they found the body?
Forgot the gem.
There was another word. At the churchyard, you know, someone wrote, "Go," before with the stones.
And now?
Said, "Go home."
It's good advice.
Swear to me it wasn't you.
If I did, would you believe me?
Well, if it wasn't you, then who was it?
I've got a notion, but you're not gonna like it. You got here grief-stricken and worn to the bone. I haven't seen you sleep a wink.
I've been napping in the churchyard.
Oh, falling to sleep there do terrible things to a person, especially one in as much pain as you are.
If you've got something that you want to say, just say it.
You put your wife's rosary in St. Margaret's Well, hoping she'd give you a message in return.
What are you getting at?
Maybe the one sending messages is you.
If I told you that Lisa's dead, that was just wishful thinking.
Maybe on my part. Going in and out of consciousness, I can't tell what's real and what's not.
Sort of like a stranger who pulled you from the water and saved your life.
Why is it so hard to believe he was really there?
Because if someone did pull you out of the water and gave you CPR, why didn't you stick around and make sure you're okay?
So you think it was Spinelli? Or that I dragged myself ashore?
I still believe in moments of crisis we do whatever it takes.
Okay, well then I would have hallucinated somebody I knew, not a complete stranger.
A complete stranger with 0%.
Okay, all right. Even if I could find him, I'm sure I would never be able to thank him. But I can thank the hero right in front of me.
I didn't do much.
Yeah, you only saved my life, what, twice?
You're a fighter. You wanted to survive.
Okay, stop. I'm giving you a compliment. Just accept it. I read my chart. I know what kind of condition I was in.
Yeah, well, you're not out of the woods yet.
All right, so what do you think? Like another day and then I can go home?
That's wishful thinking.
Come on, man. I have kids at home. I need to see them. I can't be sick.
I know. You don't need to worry about that. The boys are in good hands. Just rest up, okay?
Give me one more bite.
You're wrong. I don't care where you go or what you do.
It's a familiar refrain, wife.
Oh, wrong again. Ex-wife.
Old habits die hard.
You were the one that decided to cut me loose. How about your children?
I spoke to the boys.
Do they know you're sober?
They do. One of them doesn't care. The other one doesn't believe me.
What about Lulu?
I followed your advice. I didn't speak to her. Maybe it's better she doesn't know I'm in town.
Ah, but the point is you are in town for some reason, and apparently sober, so don't you think you owe it to her to let her know at least you're trying?
Trying to do what? Give her dating advice? Advice on her love life? Come on. If she wants her own in-house cop and to tread the thin blue line with him, she can do it without my approval.
That's compassionate.
I'm treating her like an adult. I don't owe anybody anything.
Not even your grandson?
Do you always have to bring this back to Jake?
Not Jake, Aiden.
Aiden? Grandparent honors on that kid go to the Dragon Lady.
What? Do you really not know? Lucky is Aiden's biological father, not Nicholas. A DNA test proved it, a new DNA test. The point is, Luke, you have a grandson, your own flesh and blood, and an opportunity to have a relationship with him.
You think I wrote the words with those stones?
The mind plays tricks.
Why would I try to convince myself to go home?
Why did you convince yourself to come to Ireland in the first place? Guilt?
Absolution.
There's only two places to find that. God and yourself. And I'm thinking you don't believe in either.
Have you ever used the well?
If I told you, you'd say I was a fool.
After everything I've been seeing and hearing, I'm in no position to judge.
My husband, my Jamie, he died way too young. Heart that big was never meant to last. Jamie had his roots in this village. He brought me here. And we opened this inn. And when he got sick, he told me that if he died while I was away, he'd come back one more time to tell me he loved me. Told me to use the well. I only drifted off for a moment. Barely turned my head.
I'm sorry. So you went to the well, you waited.
I'm still waiting. 23 years now.
Why do you still believe after waiting all this time?
Because I haven't got my husband's message yet. But you got yours. Well, you are great at this.
Hey, didn't I hear you were released?
Yeah, yesterday. So I'm back for some fine-tuning.
Glad to see you're on the mend.
Hey, I feel great. I'm ready to get back on the trail if whoever left me with half a lung.
No, you're still on medical leave.
Come on, Ronnie needs help.
I have an officer assigned to the case.
I mean, experience help, not rookie transfer help.
Padilla is a good cop. She's smart, she's hardworking.
Awesome. My ambition's not going to help you find the person who shot me.
Still not letting you jump right back in, all right? You need some time.
Excuse me. Steve's not in, but a Dr. Swenson, who's a pulmonologist, can see you. He's been having trouble breathing, and I would like him to take it easy.
Yeah, well, he's going to.
I snored, okay? I snored. And she almost called 911.
Dr. Nicholson.
Hey, Mac.
Dr. Sam Nicholson, please call the department.
Autopsy results back for Lisa Niles yet?
Not yet.
Don't you think it's kind of a waste of medical examiners' time and taxpayers' money when it's pretty obvious that Lisa didn't see a way out, jumped overboard? End of story.
I'm not jumping to conclusions until I have all the facts.
Facts. You want the facts. Okay. Fact, Lisa tried to kill your niece multiple times. Fact, she tried to inject my brother with the HIV virus. Fact, she almost shot Maxie on her last rampage. In fact, she almost killed Elizabeth Weber.
That doesn't give anyone the right to kill Lisa.
All I'm saying is everyone is breathing a collective sigh of relief now that she's dead. Does it really matter how?
It matters to the police. And it's going to matter a hell of a lot to the person who killed Lisa.
Siobhan wouldn't have sent me all this way just to tell me to go back.
What was it she wrote in her letter? That it was beyond what you ever thought possible?
Yes.
Maybe you ought not to question too much. God works in mysterious ways.
Yeah. That can just be used as some kind of cop-out or an excuse, you know? You can't explain something, it doesn't make sense, so God works in mysterious ways.
Jaded one, aren't you?
I'm not trying to be. It's just that when I lost my wife, it shook my faith.
Find it again.
It's not that easy.
Sure it is. God made us. Then he made the blades of grass and what sleeps in them. Put aside your arrogance and your disbelief and trust in your heart.
What if my heart is telling me that the well is just a well and the magic is just some myth?
Someone is trying to tell you something. Stop fighting it. Start listening.
Dr. O'Leary.
See, Dr. Swenson gave me a clean bill of health. Are you happy now?
Well, we're gonna talk to Steve, just to be sure.
Look, they wouldn't have released me if they didn't think I was okay. I'm fine to get back to my normal life.
Normal life.
Yeah, it means you don't have to sleep on the couch anymore.
We'll see. Okay, I'm gonna go see Elizabeth, okay?
All right.
I'll see you in a bit.
Okay.
Padilla, what do you got?
I have the results of the autopsy.
I can tell you what they say. Water in the lungs.
It'll be public knowledge soon enough. What'd the coroner find?
Lisa Niles was dead before she hit the water. She didn't die from drowning. She was murdered.